Hello everyone. This video is about monitoring your OpenShift environment using Cockpit, which gets installed when you set up OpenShift. Right now, what you're seeing is I logged in into this Cockpit tool. It runs on port 9090. By default, when I log in, it takes me to this dashboard. This is a quick overview. I'll just browse over the features. So once I logged in, initially I just found my master here, and I had to add all my nodes by clicking on this plus button. So as long as the machine, the master, is able to SSH onto these nodes, this you can add all the nodes to be seen here. So the default option, it takes you to the dashboard, and here you're seeing the CPU metrics here, and one for each box. There is a color for each of these hosts, and the graph is the CPU utilization graph is shown for each of these areas, right? Now, there are similar graphs for memory, network, disk I/O, etc. The next thing is this cluster tab. When we move on to this, you can see that it displays all the Kubernetes services and also the nodes here. And by default, it is set to all projects. You can filter by individual projects if you want to. So as an administrator, you have access to all the projects, and now you can filter by individual projects and see what services are running in each project, etc. Right? There are also some features to be able to edit the number of replicas by each service. So there are some additional options here, but basically this allows you to filter. Now moving on to containers, you can see if you press on the containers, you'll see all the containers running on any node. So if you want to take stock of which application container is running where, which pod is running where, you can see all the pods and the nodes on which they are running, their current status, whether they are running or terminated or whatever. Now there is another view of the same, which is the topology view. So here, this is the box. So you can see this is node 3, and on node 3, there are so many pods running, right? And this guy is the replication controller that is managing these pods, right? There is one more node. So this particular replication controller is managing all these pods as well as these two pods. And some of the pods are running on node 3 and the others are running on node 4, right? So you can see how the topology of your pods running are and how they are interconnected. Next, there is details on all the nodes and the services and what the status of those services are. What are all different routes for different applications? What are different deployment configurations? And the different replication controllers and how many replicas are they supposed to be running, things like that, right? And you can also filter these by individual projects. The next one is the images. So this gives you a complete list of all the images that are there in different image streams belonging to different projects. So you can see that these are different images, right? That are loaded from Red Hat's registry, as well as this is my project's image stream, and there is one image in that, right? And if I click on that, it tells me the tag for the Docker image, when it was created, and all that stuff. Now this particular library slash this number, it is pointing to my internal Docker registry, and this internal Docker registry has a bunch of image streams here, and all these image streams belong to different projects. Next, let's filter by machine, right? So here we have, as I said, there's a master and 4 nodes. If I click on the master here, now it shows the metrics for this specific box, right? I have an option to restart here. If I want to restart my master from Cockpit itself, it shows CPU, memory, network metrics, disk I/O, and all that on the master. It shows the list of services. Now, these are the services running on the master. These are not OpenShift services. You can view different things. And then it also shows the list of containers that are running and their combined memory usage, CPU usage combined, and all that. which pods are running where, which pods are running, which pods have stopped, and all that. The amount of storage space used, all the images. Then you can access logs. So by default, it shows errors. You can move to warnings, notices, and all that. So it pulls all the logs from the master. Now, it also shows the networking activity. And there are other tools in terms of like what subscriptions are being used by this box, who are different administrative accounts. You can directly access the master from here and see what's going on, right? So heading back here. So that was a quick overview of Cockpit. I hope you will find it useful for your needs in terms of monitoring your OpenShift cluster. Thank you.